and tips to optimise your sleep. So we're doing date night tonight.
Okay, kiwis help you sleep.
Why do kiwis help you sleep? Our blue light blocking glasses. They're my first 2 tips for a good night's sleep. Hello and welcome to a new video. I hope you're all doing well and having a good day, whatever day it is. I'm actually coming to you from an evening. So we're doing an evening vlog today. I thought we could come on our little date night at home, and then I'll talk you through my nighttime routine and my must-have and tips to optimize your sleep. So I thought I could take you along that as we get ready for bed. But first things first, I think we should get changed out of today's outfit, get cozy, get the light in, and we'll start dinner. I'm gonna make the little dates with peanut butter and chocolate. So I'll bring you along with that, but let's get cozy and ready for the evening. Guys, I finally have my mirror in the house. So excited. This is from my home, my family home. I've been waiting for it. This isn't where it stays. I just moved it here to do a few videos. But I thought I could show you my pyjamas. The lighting's obviously a bit dark now, but these are the ones from Primark that are basically Skims, apparently. I've not got Skims, but apparently they are. They are so comfy. They just honestly feel so nice on you. But how excited are we about my mirror? This is from o.yeomanss and I absolutely love it. I need all the chocolate. Finishing touch, salt. Always needs salt. Makes it, doesn't it, good?
Just make it the best.
Yeah, honestly, the salt is next level. Okay, so as you will have just seen, we're just making the date things. We're very excited, aren't we? Gord's here. He'll come in a minute. He's just doing something. And now making dinner. We're actually having kedgeree tonight, which is like a rice dish. We love it, don't we? With smoked haddock. It's like turmeric. It's not really spicy, I wouldn't say. It's just delicious. So we're going to make that. But I thought me and Gord could do a little make and chat. Basically, all I need is onion, cardamom pods, cinnamon, turmeric, bay leaves. Well, you need chicken stock or fish stock. We've only got beef, so we're being rogue. And lemon, butter, delicious. So we're gonna do that and have a little chat. So I do the cooking in the house. Would you say? That's fair to say. I'm always the cooker. Gord does the washing up. And I just asked him, because tonight we're doing it together, I was like, oh, can you just boil the kettle and put the water in with the stock? Boiled the kettle, did a great job at that. And then he was like, what, in here? I was like, yeah. And he just put the stock cube in with cold water and expected it to do its thing.
But I did check.
No, you didn't.
No, I did say, oh, are you sure this should go in here?
He's lying. Why would I tell him to put it in cold water?
I did say that, because you always like, oh yeah, just in here.
So we can tell who the cook is. Gordon wants to be filmed to show that he is actually helping. Bless him, he's doing a really hard job of putting the fish in the freezer, aren't you? Good job.
What? How have you been here?
Oh, we're doing date night tonight. I need to put my glasses on so that we have double Elton Johns in this house. I just need to find mine, I don't know where they are. But we've had a good day today, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had a very productive day. Gord's been Do you want to talk about your things? Or or are you saving it?
Saving it.
Saving it. You're going to have an exciting announcement coming very, very soon, aren't they?
Yeah.
So Gord's been working hard on his. Oh.
Yeah.
And we're excited for a little date night. Tell them what we're doing with the cards. And goes the rice. Steaming.
Got these for my birthday from your mum, didn't I?
Yeah, and we've just what we've
So we're
decided.
What have we decided?
Well, most nights we want to do like a
Oh yeah, one a night.
We're going to do a little date night and we're going to do the cards tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we're going to film some of the answers depending on how raw and crazy they are. But they're basically, if you don't know what they are, then you explain it.
Yeah, they're the cards from the Diary of a CEO podcast. And at the end of each podcast, the guest writes a question for the next guest. And then they put them onto these cards.
Just so you know, oh yeah, I do need sunglasses. On Instagram I have mentioned this, so follow me on Instagram because that's where all my tips and tricks are. We eat our fruit before our meal.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that, I was going to say kiwis help you sleep. But we also eat.
Oh, well, that's fantastic because this is a night time, I didn't know that.
And we eat the skin as well.
Why do kiwis help you sleep then? It helps you sleep. There's a chemical in it.
Chemical in the kiwi helps you sleep. I can't remember what it is, which one it is, but there is something in it.
There's a chemical in kiwis that help you sleep.
Kiwis, we have them. If we have those, we have them with our last meal.
Oh my goodness, I never knew that. But we also eat the kiwis with the skin on. We wash it because like there's a lot of the nutrients is in the skin, isn't it? It's actually not as fluffy as you think. So we eat the skin of the kiwi. It helps you sleep, and we also have it before our meal because supposedly we've heard through the grapevine that it helps. Because fruit is the easiest thing to digest in your system. If you have it after food, it's trying to push through the food that you've eaten before, which can make bloating and pain and things like that. So we have been trying to eat fruit before dinner. And I mean, I wouldn't say I've noticed like a massive difference, but it's just our habit now.
Oh, it's got melatonin in it, which plays an important role in the circadian rhythm. So it's actually got the sleep hormone, apparently. Well, the fruit.
I thought I'd quickly mention, obviously, the elephant in the room, our red light blocking glasses, but I said I was going to share my tips and tricks with, obviously, sleeping. So first one...
If you haven't got glasses, you're a loser.
Oh. Right, that's a big statement. He's joking.
No, I'm actually not.
But the first one is eat like 2 hours before you go to bed, which actually we are doing.
We've fudged that up tonight.
But we normally eat really early so your body can digest it, so it's not focusing on that before you go to sleep. Sorry. And also our blue light blocking glasses, we use these because they help you sleep, because the blue light, what chemical does that do?
It reduces melatonin. Every hour you're under blue light, allegedly, reduces your melatonin production by 20%. Which is blue light is any light, basically.
Yeah, and you need melatonin to sleep, don't you?
Putting your phone on red.
We put it on red as well. We really go for it. Now my first 2 tips for a good night's sleep. Eat 2 hours before you go to bed and blue light blocking glasses, or if you don't want to get red ones, dim your lights. Only have lamps on. We have a salt lamp, which is a lower light, isn't it? It's a bit red light.
Beeswax candles.
Yeah, beeswax candles, lights. Just start to like let your body realise that it's time to start winding down to get ready for bed, so make it a little bit darker and everything like that. So yeah, they're the first 2 tips for a good night's sleep. Delicious. This is what it looks like. We've got quite a lot here, but I'm very excited because I'm very, very hungry. We've got smoked haddock with ours. Delish. The time has come for the snacks. Oh yeah. Dessert. For dessert. We've just finished our dinner. Now we're gonna eat these. Shuffling up the card. Ready for our little deep chat I feel like we're gonna have. What do you think?
We'll see what comes up.
Read the first question while I just get them off the plate.
Oh my god. Tell a specific story of someone in your life helped make you into the person you are today. What did they do?
Oh Jesus, going into strong.
And that was Terry Crews who asked that question.
Cheers. Cheers. I'm going all in. So the question was
a specific story about a person who's helped you. Hold on, I forgot. Specific story of someone in your life helped make you into the person you are today. What did it?
Specific story. Have you got one, mate? That comes to mind. Okay, so you go first.
When I was really down, the lowest I've ever felt, Julie, who's a woman at my work, who was like someone I never. She just was very unique. She was one in her own. She introduced me to like spirituality. She was the most energetic person I've ever met. She was always like so full of energy. She's just like, anyone that was around like met her, you would say like, wow, Julie's like, she's that sort of person, you know, just someone who just like stands out.
Yeah.
And she, I had many phone calls with her when I was really down, but one of the things that she said that's always stuck with me is, you are your own masterpiece. She didn't say it as like a big thing, it was just off like one of the things like she mentioned in like a sentence, she said that. And I thought that's so, like, if you remember that at all times,
yeah.
Because no matter what is going on around you, you have to remember that you are the only thing that you can work on. Yeah. Like, even Alex Honnosi has a great saying, which is like, the work works on you more than you work on it.
Yeah.
So when you're working on something, you actually, in the long run, you are the output of the work, not the person doing the work. You actually the character that you build is actually the output. So when you're going through trying times or you're facing challenges, whatever it is, or even if you're not, even if you're actually in a great time, you can still remember like you are the masterpiece. Yeah. You are the thing. Your life will be, at the end of your life, it will be, you start with a blank canvas, and as you go through life, you start painting, you get to paint the picture you want.
Yeah. 100%.
I just thought that saying. So, and then what did it say? How does it change? It just made me more conscious to do things for me.
Yeah.
Rather than being a victim of circumstance.
That's really nice. And it's just something that constantly you remember all the time.
Yeah.
What do you say? I haven't got a specific story, and this is actually probably going to seem like a setup, but I actually was going to say you. But I haven't got a specific story, but I've got lots of things that you, like, me just being able to watch has, like, knocked down so many of my barriers and my, like, limiting beliefs and stuff. Just, like, so the main things I'd say, just, like, observing you and watching you is, you don't care what people think of you, and you are just so unapologetically you, and that was like a massive thing for me. Like, I couldn't be me. I didn't really know who I was. I wanted to fit in and be as quiet as possible, so I didn't, no light like shone on me. Like, I just didn't want to be seen, so I'd just fit in and do what everyone else did. And then like you came along and you just were so like, yeah, I'm gonna wear red glasses, yeah, I'm really healthy, yeah, I go to bed early, yeah, I do this, and like, I don't care, like, and I could see that you genuinely didn't care, and then it opened my eyes to be like, he is fully being himself, and it's really okay, like, it's safe to do that, like, nothing bad will come from that. So that's one thing that I think you've just helped me really come into my own person and not be scared of what might happen if I do that. And I would say I'm more myself than I have been now, and it's not scary. Like, it was a big shift. Like, I was quite uncomfortable for me. But little things like wearing these red glasses on a YouTube channel, even filming a YouTube channel, doing Instagram, that would have scared the living daylights out of me. I would have rather crawled into a hole and buried myself. So like, even just this sat here in these red glasses is massive for me. So that is one of my main things, you just being so unapologetically you. Another thing I'd say is you are the only person I feel like I can truly be myself with and like accept who I am and feel loved for who I am, because you don't think I'm weird. Like, we are very healthy, we do life a particular way, and sometimes that can feel really isolating because not everyone is like that, and you have really allowed me to just come into that, and you've loved me throughout that, and that's really been a big thing for me, because I know that it doesn't actually matter what everyone else thinks, because I know that me and you do it and we love it, and I'm finally actually able to live my true self and live my true life because of you. So I haven't got a specific time, but I would say you are the first. Like, I always say you turned my life the right way up, because before you it was upside down.
I love you.
I'm ready. Oh, what is your dark side?
Yeah, so basically what he says is, and I've listened to this podcast.
Right.
So what he basically says is, because he coached like Michael Jordan and like basically really successful athletes, he like helps to coach them. And Kobe Bryant, I think is what he did. And basically he was saying like for every like positive attribute, so like for example Michael Jordan was like really competitive, but that the dark side of that could be that like sometimes you're not nice to other people, or like you just. My one's easy.
What's yours?
I think I'm very high standards for myself. If I'm not on it all the time, that creates. I don't know if I beat myself up, but I just get stressed about it. And
I do think you can beat yourself up.
Yeah,
you do take it out on you. You get very stressed and you take it out on yourself.
Yeah, but I actually like it. I wouldn't like. I actually said that we were speaking about it, don't we? Like I wouldn't get rid of that trait because that is part of who you are, and it actually empowers me forward.
Yeah.
So I'm actually grateful for that part of my personality rather than like trying to get rid of. And I think that's where some people go wrong, is they see a part of themselves they don't like. And like, I don't mean that you can't try and improve it, but trying to like almost cut that part of like your like metaphorical personality off. Like, it's like trying to cut a limb off. It's part of who you are, so you shouldn't try and get rid of it. You should try and like work with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you shouldn't try and get rid of it. You should try and control it. So you be in control of it, not let it be in control of you.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be mine.
Yeah, I'd say my dark side is I just take everything out on myself.
Yeah, we're quite similar.
If anything goes wrong, or it just all comes down onto me.
Yeah.
I blame myself for everything.
I think you need to take it out on yourself more than me.
Yeah, I really, but that's always been my go-to. I've always been my own problem. I've always thought I was the issue, which is not true, and as I've worked on myself I've realised that it's not me. But again, I wouldn't get rid of it because it gives me the drive and it gives me the motivation and the discipline to keep going. However, like I just said, I can't let it control me. I have to have control of it, or else it would I'd go back to my lower time. So I'd say my dark side, like yours, is just taking it out on myself.
You also gives you a lot of empathy.
Yeah.
So every part of it, that's like again like every part, like the light side of it, is that you do understand it when people like for me, for example, if I was to beat myself up, like what I said, you also get it.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't have that part, you'd be like, oh, it's fine, just don't worry about it. Whereas you get it because you also hold yourself to high standards, and if you don't meet them, you do like beat yourself up.
There's pros and cons to your light side and your dark side, isn't there? Because everything's happened to you for a reason, and you've learned something from everything that happens. And there is positive in everything, but there's also negatives in some. In a way, sometimes I'm actually grateful for saying that.
It's actually part of who you are, so like why would you want to get rid of it? It's not want to get rid of it. Like you want to use it.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of times, I guess a lot of self-help stuff makes you think like you're not, that you need to change who you are. And I actually don't think you can change who you are. Like especially like you can't change your fundamental like beliefs. You can't change like your core who you are. You were made that, you were born that way, and I think some of the self-help stuff does like make you think that you need to be act a certain way. You are the issue instead of. Well, yeah, I think like don't get me wrong, a lot of people like do better, but like as long as you're being true to yourself and you're aiming at your highest good moral good. And you're good and a kind person. That's what I mean. Like you're aiming at a moral good, then like you don't need to act like someone who you're not. Because all that is there. You just, even if people do like that person, they're not actually don't like you, they like the person who you're acting to be like. Yeah, and then your true person will come out and then they'll see it. Yeah, so I think be who you really are. Love who you really are. Work with who you are. Every part of you has. There's going to be good and bad, but they complement each other. So like some bad things that have happened to me complement me because they've, like you say,
helped me to learn empathy, and it's given me, from those bad things, I've learned and built skills. So I have to be grateful for the dark times because I've grown from it and I've only got stronger from it. Don't always think that bad things and bad times are going to be forever and they're going to shape you and make you into a bad person. They're actually going to make you into a bad person.
Yeah. Basically, nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bad can ever happen. It's the way you perceive it and the way you want to look at it.
Yeah. Well, in the short term, we'll still probably feel shit still.
Oh, I do. Well, we've both been through things that are horrible.
Yeah, but in the short term, it feels shit. But you can have some peace of mind that in the long term, it will help to build your character.
Everything happens for you, not to you, and everything happens for a reason. Bish.
That's not very good.
No. Bish bash bosh. Okay, so we've finished that little card session, which was really nice actually. We'll do more of them tomorrow. And we're going to go and watch some TV now. I'm going to make a tea. I'm going to make the Tea Pigs Sweet Ginger. We always use plastic-free tea bags or loose leaf because we don't want to be drinking plastic, and Tea Pigs are a really good brand for plastic-free, and also Pucker. So yeah, this is just starting to wind down now. This tea will help us relax. We're gonna go chill on the sofa, and then I'll catch back up with you when we're actually getting ready for bed, and I'll show you all the things we use to help us get a good night's sleep. So yeah, I'll see you then. Just finished watching TV. We're watching a really good series, but there's no point going into it by the time you've watched this. Everyone will have heard this. But I thought on the way up to bed I'd give you another 2 tips for a good night's sleep. So we actually turn off our Wi-Fi. Good, why is it that we don't keep our Wi-Fi on? Basically because the EMF, because the electromagnetic frequencies messes with your sleep. So we turned the Wi-Fi off. That was very technical. That's why I had to ask Gord for a lot of it. But we turned the Wi-Fi off and we keep our phones plugged in downstairs. So that's 4 of my tips so far. So we've got eat 2 hours before you go to bed, wear blue light blocking glasses, turn your Wi-Fi off when you go to sleep, and plug your phone in downstairs. Basically we keep our phone downstairs because 1, it's a distraction if it's in the bedroom and you're just on it and you can scroll forever. And 2, it signifies to yourself and your brain, okay, it's time to switch off now, we're leaving that downstairs, it's time to focus on getting ready for bed. So yeah, they're my next 2 ones, and I'll take you upstairs for the rest. Okay, so we're just going to clean our teeth and floss now. The last few things of advice to optimise your sleep is definitely mouth tape. We get this from Amazon, it's really, really cheap. You just tape it over your lips and it just helps you nasal breathe and helps you have a deeper sleep, keeps your airways all clear, and it's just great. I sleep so much better with this on because when I sleep without it, my mouth opens, I get dry throat, I can't breathe as well, it triggers, I don't really have asthma anymore, but sometimes it can trigger that. So mouth tape is amazing, especially if you snore or you have a partner that snores. This is fantastic. The first few times you wear it, you automatically try and take it off in the night, but after a while you just get used to it. And honestly, this will change your sleeping game. Another thing that will change your sleeping game, which we've recently, this is a very recent thing for us, is nasal strip. But you just take them over your nose. You do look like you've broken your nose. It's like a big plaster. But honestly, it's completely changed the game for me. You put it on, like, you can just breathe so much better. Your airways are so much more open, and then in the night you just have no problems. Again, if you have someone who snores or you snore, I feel like this would completely change your life. It's amazing. Also, as I've said before, are amazing for when you work out and do your cardio because it just makes you breathe so much better. So if that is something you struggle with, I highly recommend these. I'll see if I can link them down below. But yes, those 2 are my last ones. We also have a sunrise and sunset alarm which we put on at night like the light, so it's very dark light, and we will read before we go to bed, which is another great way of winding down, leading you to a great night's sleep. So yeah, as I said, we're going to clean our teeth now and head to bed. I hope you've enjoyed this video and coming along on our little date night, and I hope that I've shared some light on how to optimise your sleep and get a good night's sleep, because at the end of the day your sleep influences every single part of your life. If you have a bad night's sleep, or if you're constantly tired, everything in your life seems harder, and just day-to-day life seems so much more difficult. So optimising your sleep and getting a good sleep hygiene is one of the best things you can do for your health, and it will benefit every single area of your life. I can guarantee that for sure. So yeah, they're my tips and tricks for a great night's sleep. I do all these things all the time and I sleep great. Obviously, I have the occasional bad night's sleep, but that's due to other things, or if I've slacked on one of the elements that I've told you about tonight. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything you do for your sleep, or if there's anything you felt like really benefits you. I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it if you're coming back, and I will see you in the next ones. Have a lovely rest of your week.